I would have to say that I'm an expert on traveling since I have been doing it my whole life. My dad is in the military, so he's had to travel so much because of work. And as a family, we go with him everywhere he goes, except for when he deploys to places like Afghanistan and Iraq. We didn't go with him when he went to Korea because I was still finishing high school and I wanted to graduate in Texas instead of going to Korea. But even before that, everywhere he's gone, we're right there with him. And that's the main reason that I've traveled so much. Just going from place to place in the United States was big, but going over to Europe was an even bigger experience for me because in Europe we traveled whenever we got the chance. My dad, he deployed for his third time when we went to Italy. So my mom, she got tired of sitting around, so we decided to travel anytime that we could, going to different places like Poland, Croatia, Greece, Spain, anywhere in Europe that she could just get us up and take a little road trip just to do it. The other places, when we're in the United States, we mostly travel because we have to, but on the occasions like vacations, we do travel to different states through basketball. I've traveled to numerous places. Actually, in Europe, I traveled a lot because of basketball, going to Rome and Milan for basketball tournaments, going to Germany and Sicily. I think we went to the Netherlands for a tournament. And that's also why I went to Australia, was for a basketball tournament. But traveling at this point is just, it's become part of me. It's something that I love to do. It's something that I don't think I could live without. That's one of the main reasons I came to New York, was because my 3 years in Texas I felt was up. 3 years is the maximum amount of time that you get to stay somewhere. In the military, they deploy you every 3 years. There are special cases where you stay less or you stay more, but since my dad retired in Texas, we were going to stay in San Antonio. And I just felt that my time was up, so I said, hey, it's time for me to go somewhere else. And New York was that spot. Out of all the places that I've traveled, I think that Italy was my top place of living, but I love Spain so much. My mom actually loves Spain. She's always talking about how she's gonna move there once we're all done with college. But traveling in itself, like the process, is the part that I hate. Getting on planes. Plane rides are fine. I mean, I have no problem with heights. I have no problem with planes, but the process of getting on them has gotten a lot more complicated since I was younger. Taking your shoes off, taking your jacket off, taking all of your jewelry off. I mean, it's all been a part of it, but this new system of, random check, random swab your stuff and stick it into a machine. I mean, it's just gotten so much complicated, and I know it's for our safety, but sometimes I'm just like, we're trying to get to where we're going. We've been doing this for years. I also don't mind car rides. Um, I'm getting older now, so I can drive too. When I was younger, we just sat in the back seat and was there for the ride. But now that I'm getting older and I'm driving, traveling like with the family is really traveling with the family. It's really you drive, you drive, you drive, and it's something that we do. I don't mind it anymore. I love it. I can get anywhere by car. Road trips are a piece of cake. Um, we've been on cruises. That was different. I mean, it's slower to get places, but with all the stuff to do on a cruise, who cares? The one thing that I didn't do that much of until I got to New York, and when I was in Spain was train rides. I get on the train, the subway all the time here to get to places. Just that's like a means of travel. I didn't do that in Texas. We don't get on trains to go anywhere. In Spain, we did get on train, like the above ground trains, and I mean that was all right. It wasn't anything special, but it's all a means of travel, and I've done it all. I can honestly say that traveling is something that is always going to be a part of my life, and I'm never going to stop traveling. So I'm just going to get more experience with it and stay an expert on traveling for the rest of my life. So that's how it's going to be.